disease. It's the cause of most cases of dementia, about 2/3 of them. And Alzheimer's affects over 6 million Americans and hundreds of millions of people worldwide. Cases have gone up over 15% annually since COVID began. It's a disease that progressively worsen, and it's a sad, mean disease where elderly people's cognitive abilities decline, and those affected are unable to remember certain events and people, etc. Right? It's kind of like blacking out constantly, I'd imagine. I don't know if a doctor would describe it that way, but I would, with my limited knowledge of Alzheimer's and extensive knowledge of blacking out. I'd say Alzheimer, that's kind of like constantly blacking out, if you asked me, right? Anyways, to make matters worse, there's no cure or even a treatment for Alzheimer's. Don't even ask a doctor and don't bother Googling it. There's no cure whatsoever. And it's about this time you might be asking yourself, hey, man, what the fuck? Why are you saying all this horrible shit about Alzheimer's, you asshole? And I'll tell you why. Because there is actually good news finally. It turns out in findings from a brand new study that treating the second most evil disease can prevent Alzheimer's as well in the best kill two birds with one stone scenario of all time. That's right. That's right. Yes. That's right. The fear wizards, plebeianly known as scientists, have finally done something useful. Researchers at the Cleveland Clinic tested more than 1,600 Food and Drug Administration approved drugs to see if they could be effective treatments for Alzheimer's, and they found that one drug was 69% effective at preventing Alzheimer's. 69%. Nice.
It's perfect. What drug?
And it's the drug that gives you the best chance at engaging in a 69, sildenafil, which is the brand name for Viagra. That's right. Curing ED and constantly getting boners significantly improves cognition and memory, and highly likely prevents you from contracting or getting Alzheimer's disease.
This is huge, Mark.
Yeah.
Alzheimer's runs deep in my family, so the news that I can just take some Viagra and take care of it.
This is huge news for you, Will.
Big.
Just
hold on.
Just pop the pills, brother. Just
when
keep,
do I
keep
need
getting
to
the boners.
start? Soon?
I would say, there's no time too soon.
Never
right?
too soon.
Yes,
Never too soon.
Never too soon. Right?
Okay.
And we have a partner, I believe. We're not doing a full ad read for them today, but Get Roman can help you out if you want to have that cognitive ability and those boners and you want to steer clear of Alzheimer's. I don't think technically we can say that it 100% doesn't give you Alzheimer's, but the study's saying 69%. So,
right, pretty
good.
GetRoman.com/heart factor if you want to find out. Yeah.
That's right. The researchers compared sildenafil users versus non-sildenafil users of similar age and I guess genetic predisposition to Alzheimer's, and they followed up with them over a 6-year period and found that the people getting raging boners from pills were getting Alzheimer's 69% less frequently, and that their
fucking awesome,
and that their brain cell growth was similar to the growth of their constantly engorged peni.
Big. I think this has something to do with
skyrocketing.
Brains
they got
at the ready.
Well, they got something to live for, right?
Well, obviously, Wes. I mean, that's part of it.
That's what it is.
But when you take this, they can when you take these pills, I guess they can whoop your ass in memory, the game of memory, and then they can wax your ass until you were, as Ariana Grande says, you're walking side to side. If you know what I mean. Hey, they got me walking side to side because they banged her all night.
How do the women get it? Because I know women in my family have gotten Alzheimer's. So how are they going to?
This is for the men, Will. This is for the men. This is for the men.
Just good news for the men. Well, wow.
Yeah, another good news for guys.
Ooh.
Sorry, ladies.
Whoa.
But, Dr. Ivan Koichev, a senior clinical researcher at the University of Oxford, said the findings were, quote, an exciting development because, quote, it points to a specific drug, sildenafil, which may offer a new approach to treating the condition, right? He went on to say, quote, we aren't exactly sure why it works, but the working theory here in the Oxford lab is that when you get a boner, your brain tends to want to get in on the action, right? Like Wes was saying, your brain is probably not going to leave you hanging if your peen be slanging. You know what they say, it's your mind that makes you come early, and there's nothing wrong with that. And then you're just excited to be having such a good time, and you've got a great mind, so don't beat yourself up over coming early. You can't control it, end quote. He went on, he was rambling at the end, but he said it's the mind.
But he made a lot of good points. And it's all about the little blue pill, your little blue buddy.
I like to think, I don't know how Viagra was invented, but I like to think that it was by two guys, right? A nerdy guy who was conservative and a cool guy who was more, loose with it. And I want to just imagine that the loose with it guy at some point told the nerdy guy, look, We're not curing Alzheimer's here, okay? This is
Right.
just getting boners
was
going
wrong.
again. And he was wrong.
He was wrong because the cognitive and memory. Woof. Yeah, I mean, you get a boner, you're going to remember why it's there. Professor Humungus tweeted, "This is great news. There's pretty much no chance I'm going to get Alzheimer's if this is true. Hashtag Team Blue Pill is hard on diseases." And then
Right after R.I.P. Bob Dole too. This is
Yeah, I
amazing
know.
news.
Well,
Back to back.
he lived till 98, Will, and he was sharp as
Wow.
a fucking tack. Is there any,
You're right.
I mean,
Pop those
Bob
things
Dole's-
like Wes pops fucking orange
Tic
Tic
Tacs.
Tacs, man.
yeah.
Not anymore.
Well,
Haven't done that in a while.
Switch up to the blue pill or the white pill from
Yeah.
Get Roman. Dr. Susan Kalas, director of research at Alzheimer's Research UK, who I would like to point out is a woman, said, quote, "This research doesn't prove that sildenafil is responsible for reducing dementia risk or that it slows or stops the disease. The only way to test this would be in a large-scale clinical trial measuring sildenafil effect against the usual standard of care, to which 52% of men over the age of 40 and a bunch of college students are going to now be faking early onset dementia said, let's fucking go.
Yeah. Can I sign
A
up?
volunteer.
Yeah.
This is bad. This is bad news for old women who all they wanted to do was just let their husbands drift into dementia, and now
you're
they're
right,
just getting
Wes.
banged. Now they're just getting banged.
I'm
You know what
about
I
to be
mean?
a problem when I get
It's
my
about
son
to be a
pill.
problem for these
Can you
women.
imagine? Can you imagine the applause that went up today at the villages in Florida when they read this
Oh
article?
man, yeah.
Holy
yeah.
shit!
Thank you so much. He's now so full of life. Huh?
This is the talk of every nursing home.
Yeah.
For
The
the next
villages just
forever.
go in on community Viagra. They just get bowls of it.
It's like that meme where like the big screen's playing in a bar and everyone goes nuts. You just put up like the article of Viagra to makes you. yeah.
What a feel good story, Mark. Thanks.
I know, guys. Look, they're gonna sign up and we're gonna sign off. And also, oh, by the way, I know a few guys our age that have an incredible memory, if you know what I mean. They sport fucking, they're gonna be fine. I texted my one buddy this story and he was like, "Awesome, great news for me because I've been taking Viagra to sport fuck for years." And that's gonna do it for Hard Factor. Thank you for tuning in, Wes. We have a new shirt coming out, don't we?
We do, yeah. The Grady Judd, what is it? The Moon Pie 7-Up. Stop,
Drink a 7-Up.
quit murdering
Moon
people.
Pie.
Yeah,
quit
we
murdering
got
people.
we got a professional one being made, so that'll be out soon.
Got a couple new people that signed up. Charles finally joined the Discord, it looks like. Got some new people that signed up on Patreon. Patreon.com/Hard Factor. If you sign up for any of the tiers, you can get into the Discord. You get access to the gambling and all the money and the crypto stuff if you get to the top tier, the send in the car. But if you want to give us a Christmas present, sign up for the Patreon. Any of those tiers. That's a huge holiday Christmas present for us. It helps us out, so we appreciate that.
Tis
Also,
the season. Tis
Full
the
year,
season,
you got a
after all.
sweatshirt, send in the
season.
car.
right?
Should get tis in the season or send in the car.
Leave us a voicemail, 512-270-1480. Please. Also leave us 5-star reviews. We'll read and play those on Fridays. Yeah, most importantly, I'd say, though, have a great fucking day.